Hello, my fellow Americans and fellow legal immigrants. Nice to see you all, because this video is based mostly for you. And it's based also for the youth, so that they can understand something about the voting actions they're about to take. Okay? Now I want you to understand, and I want you young people who don't know about the I'm having a Biden moment, give me a second, about the college electoral vote. Now this is the final voting system after all the American people have voted. It is a voting system that takes all those numbers and then they put in a vote on your behalf. Now this should not be legal. It should not be happening. It is a dangerous interference. And I say that because Democrats have been out of their mind for the last, 10, 15 years. And I mean out of their minds. And you know it. You see it in your communities. Do you feel any safer than you did 15 years ago for you older people? For you younger kids, are you actually allowed to speak out in public against something you disagree with? From what I've seen, no. You get harassed, you get bullied, you get attacked. They've made our country more dangerous. So, for you young people especially, look up college electoral vote. Don't just take Google, go to other resources, AI it even, because AI is trying to save itself right now. And you might actually get a halfway decent answer. But investigate its purpose. And it is the final vote above the American citizens' vote that puts that president in office. So you know this now. Start watching them. You've only got a few more months before it's time for you to vote. And if you do not understand what is going to happen with your vote once you've made your vote, if you don't understand that it's going to go to a counting thing and then those numbers are going to be released to the college electoral vote. And each state has at least one representative for that state. Okay? That representative, if they are Democrat, seem to think it's okay to tamper with these numbers. Maybe it's because of what happened with Trump-Biden. Because actually I voted Trump. I didn't want Biden. But anyway, the college electoral vote is the final say. If each state is not representing you by your neighbors that you talk to, by the signs you see around in people's yards that are saying who they support, your community tells you what the numbers are before you ever make a vote. And it's done just when you drive around town. Most people these days are afraid to say who they're voting for because both sides, attack each other. Americans have been taught we don't disagree, we attack each other. And this is not an American thing. I don't know where it comes from. I don't care. What I do care about is that young American voters understand the college electoral vote and how it can trump a whole state's opinion and vote. I'm not telling you not to vote. I'm telling you to understand what happens with your vote. Now, if you're going by the news and you're going by all these other media biases, be very careful with the numbers that they spew. They're not always accurate. And that's including with the advertising that I see on my YouTube. Okay? Even for Trump. But Trump is not saying anything that's a lie. I've not caught him in a lie yet. He says, yeah, I was stupid. Yeah, this. But, I got the idea of how to run this now, how to do it. I didn't think that he was incompetent. I thought that he was meeting such a heavy resistance based on party sides, not the American people. I'm a greater party than you, say the Republicans. And Democrats spout the exact same crap. And I'm telling you, it's crap. Judge by your community how well your government is doing. Let that be the influence of your vote. Right now, town halls should be filled to the brim with community members wanting to discuss what is going to be the majority vote that you put out in your state for the College Electoral voters to see. Because if they can tamper with those numbers to whatever money lobbyists have hit their pockets, that's where most lobbyists work now. They don't go after our senators. Well, they do, but they do it through the college electoral community. So, you're now putting a vote out, and you better put it out in unity. And I mean record numbers. I do mean record numbers. If all President Trump has is our overwhelming support, that means Congress and Senate have to work with him and set down their party lines and actually do some work for the people. Know your politics. And I'm not talking about the propaganda politics. I'm talking about the real politics that you deal with every day. That's why it's your responsibility to vote. That's why it's so important that you do. And I can tell you right now, the only voters that Kamala Harris has backing her up is going to be criminals, pedophiles, people looking at being released early from prison that were out murdering people when they were free. That's the community supporting her and woke. I'm sorry. When I talk woke, I do not even put woke with LGBT. That is a Q plus alphabet thing. That is their issue, and it needs to be separated from this community of LGBT that works so God blessed hard to get their equality as much as they could get. The right to walk down the street without being beaten. I'm sorry. These are the last few months that you have a chance to develop your voice to our government. And if you think our voice is useless, then see how many views this video will get. YouTube will squash it. They don't want you to understand how the world really works. But you have that right. And you have that right to fight for it through your votes. Like I said, begin the discussions in your communities. It's become taboo to talk about politics. Politics is our livelihood. It's our freedom. And I'm sick and tired of people saying, I'm tired from working. If you're so tired from working, get involved in the goddamn politics so you can change things and make them better. It's our job. Wake up, America. American Granny out. And kids, you keep your eyes on that electoral vote from the college. You keep Yeah. Because whether your vote's going to be counted correctly or not is going to be determined by them. And if you've got Democrats in that system, right now they're afraid of losing their entire party because of Joe and Kamala, president and vice president. So, they are losing grip. They're losing the right to eminent domain your properties and steal your homes. Now, there's a right way and wrong way to do things, and Democrats have been doing it the wrong way far too long. Don't give them another round. Let Trump set the example. Let him set the bar for the next president. Because he's only got 4 years to make it work. Because if he fights coming out of that White House, Americans will see him as a traitor. He's going to have to let go. But we want to make sure the next running president is not someone like Newsom out of California. He wants to run for the next presidency after Trump. And he has demolished California's economy. He's made it a criminal offense to defend your home. He's made it a criminal offense to stop people who are trying to invade your home. You're supposed to let them in. And he has caused businesses to shut their doors across all of the townships that occupy California. He's given extra liberties to druggies, traffickers, and illegal immigrants. Do you want that man running for president? Because he says he's going to. Don't listen to any lies that comes out of Newsom's mouth. He's as insane as Kamala. And they are set to destroy the American citizens. Not the government. The American citizens.